back. Part two. Appreciate y'all for sticking with me. I'm trying to wrap this up. I know y'all gotta work tomorrow, but this is way more important than work. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was in y'all's shoes, if I had to work tomorrow, yeah, I would rather be tired tomorrow and learn this rather than trying to hustle and bustle and go to sleep so I can have energy tomorrow. Yeah, I had to go get that lighter quick. Alright, so yeah. So the live is gonna be saved for y'all. So if y'all can't stick around too long, the live is gonna be saved. But it's, you know what I'm saying? But it's like sometimes you gotta make a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all not willing to make a sacrifice. Work is always gonna get into effect. Like work is, you see what I'm saying? It's always gonna be, oh, I gotta work. Oh, I would love to learn this, but I gotta work. I get so many people that tell me that, like, brother, I want to learn this, but I work so much and I have 2 businesses. Is there any way I can pay you to do this for me? And I'll be like, man, you might as well go hire a lawyer. Because that's what you're asking for. You're asking for an accountant. That's what you're asking for. And I want y'all to go look up how much it is to hire an accountant. Because people be saying, hey, but you just do this for me for free. What accountant do you know that works for free? It's because a lot of people don't view me as an accountant. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't get on here and put a suit on, and I don't walk by, you know what I'm saying, nice things and hold my hands like this and be like, hey guys, today I'm going to teach you about da 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 ba 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 ba. You see what I'm saying? Like it's, but y'all, I'm an accountant. That's what my company is. It's an accounting firm. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people they don't understand that. They be like, brother, do you help with my credit report? I said, well, do accountants help with credit reports? You see what I'm saying? So, yes, y'all, I'm basically ushering everyone into a life of accounting. All right, because the thing is, we haven't been doing the accounting to the performance. All right, so when we receive bills, y'all, we're the cashiers. We're supposed to be doing something with that. All right, so on your scratch piece of paper, you should already have on it accepted. Yeah, I feel like it's way easier to receive it this way rather than all that fluff and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like all that. That's why I really don't show a lot of materials, y'all. If y'all don't realize it, go through my damn lives. You know what I'm saying? I really don't be showing a lot. To some people, they might not even think I have anything. You see what I'm saying? All right, now what if I just started to show you a whole bunch of shit? What is that going to do for you? Is that just going to make you start studying harder? Like, people really be fooling themselves like, shit, I just need to see. Okay, bet. That's all I need to see, bro. No, that's not all you need to see. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not going to just turn something up. That ain't just going to... Folks be asking me like, hey, brother, can you show me, do you got one of these? Why you don't got this? If this is true, why you don't got it? I'm like, well, why you don't got it? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why are you pocket watching so much? Like, what is it to you? And a lot of folks ask that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks ask it. And I understand it because I used to be on that, looking like, yo, he got to show me. I don't believe that shit ain't real. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I know folks that have those things that are still paying bills. You see what I'm saying? So you can't really fall for the materials, y'all. You really got to follow the info. Follow the info. The info is going to lead you to the remedy, not materials. As soon as you get lost in materials, you're going to lose sight on what remedy is. Remedy is not cash. A lot of y'all are doing this to get cash. There is no cash in this. It's all lines of credit. You see what I'm saying? All this is lines of credit. There is no fucking cash. You know how many people say, well, I just try to get my money. You know, all the money I done spent, I'm trying to... Well, you're going to have to learn your performance before you get that money. That money doesn't even exist. You think they just going to give you that shit back because you sent one letter? Like, come on, y'all. All right, so anyway, we've located three things on the bill. We've located the principal's balance. We've located the principal's account. We've located the principal's name. The name that we see on the piece of paper is not our name. That's the name of our principal. When we were born, when we were given two names. First, middle, last, and then a first and last. First, middle, last, and then it was a first and last. Okay, your first, middle, last is the live baby. The first and last is the corporation baby. You see what I'm saying? There's two babies. We're two in one. We're an agent and we're a principal. It's like we come in twos. You understand that? The name on the bill, because you may think it's your name, it's not your name. It's in all caps. And for y'all that don't have it in all caps, I want you to visualize it like it's in all caps because you use your all caps name to open it. AKA straw man. Nah, we don't say straw man. Straw man don't work in court. Well, at least to see, I haven't seen straw man work in court. We use words like estate, the words that the law, not what Black Law's dictionary say. I'm talking about what these acts say. And there is no act that I have ever read that said straw man. And I used to say straw man too, so I took it out of my vocabulary because I wasn't seeing that when I was reading it. I was just hearing it from brothers and sisters saying straw man, this straw man, you got to start operating, do your straw man. You see what I'm saying? That's the legal name. That's the taxpayer. So using those type words right there is like real law words. So I feel like when you go to court, you got to use real law words because you can't use like hearsay shit, like shit that was been made up in these groups. Like folks be going to court saying, hello judge, I did my secured party creditor packet and that judge don't know what the fuck that is. He gonna be like, what? You did what? Like, man, what does that have to do with this ticket right here, man? What? We're just here to settle the matter. Are you here to pay or what? What are you here to do? Folks be talking about some, well, I did my secure party creditor packet and, yeah. I'm like, can you explain the secure party packet? Oh, no, Louis Bay Lee taught me, ... And I'm like, who? Who? Was he one of the writers of the acts? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, granted, it's cool to read Black Law's dictionary. I'm not telling folks not to read that. I would use that as a dictionary. But you got to remember, you have to use their acts against them. You can't just go make up words and say, I've read the Black Law dictionary, because they're going to be like, yo, what the fuck is that word in any acts that you're using? You see what I'm saying? That's when I say, yo, we started to go outside ourselves. When we can literally just keep it in common sense. The Constitution literally in clause 1, clause 2, clause 3, it speaks about how all judges and all officers have taken the oath to the Constitution. The Constitution literally say we have a right to avoid seizures and shit like that. Now, granted, these police officers still do it. You see what I'm saying? But we have to exercise our right after we get violated. A lot of us just take the ticket and go pay the ticket. We don't go rebut anything. So their claim stays to be true. How many of y'all really read y'all tickets? Y'all don't. Y'all just go straight to how much this ticket is. Because you only thinking about the money. You always trying to figure out the price of everything. How much this costs? Man, I ain't got this, man. I already ain't got no money. I have to pay my bills. Well, whose fucking fault is that? You think they're going to call you up and say, hey, we got some legal advice for you. You can really endorse this. You think they're going to tell you that? Like, folks really think they need to be honest with. They have been honest with you. A private corporation made a public claim on you. And the judge, they have served you your papers. You have a court date. They're going to give you your time to shine. What I mean by that is they're going to give you your time to explain your rebut. A lot of people don't know how to rebut. You see what I'm saying? Some people got to go lose a couple times just go see what it's like. But you can't be scared of that action at all. A rebut must be made. All right, you gotta rebut everything. If they said you was a hoe, if they said your breath stank, if they said you don't take no showers, you gotta rebut all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no hoe. Okay, my breath don't stink. All right, and I do take baths. You gotta rebut every single one. Why you think they hit people with so many charges at one time? Because they know you're not gonna rebut all those charges. They be like, well, we'll drop 5. But we'll just keep one. Then we be like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll plead to that. Shit, whatever's least time. That's what I want to do. Now, I ain't read nothing. Y'all gave me an affidavit while I was behind the walls. I ain't read no affidavit. I've been just trying to call my family and say, can they get me a lawyer? How much he gonna charge? Because I'm only thinking about the price of everything. Y'all see how much trouble that gets us in? Always thinking about the price. We be so tapped into the price, we don't even understand what the fuck is going on. There's so much shit going on in front of us. We be like, hey man, what's the price? Like, man, it's like 5 shit just happened just now. You asking about the price. The price don't fucking matter. It don't matter if your bill is $100, if your bill is $1 million. Do it have a negative in front of it? That's the first question you ask yourself. Does it have a negative in front of it? That's what you asking yourself. Does this have a negative in front of it? All right, because if it don't, that's a positive balance. And you know what a positive balance is? That means it's credit. Okay? Literally, IRS has a whole section where they talk about remittance. And folks be asking me, hey, brother, can you do a class on like, no. And folks be like, man, you can make so much money because a lot of people need this. Like, I don't give a fuck what a lot of people need. A lot of people need to read. You know how many people that just buy classes, don't even fucking watch the class all the way through. Some of y'all got courses, y'all don't even watch the course all the way through. But you done made an opinion on the course, though. It ain't got to be my course, it can be somebody else's course. I'll be like, yo, did you see the whole course? And you're like, no, I didn't even get to it because I just couldn't understand, so I just cut that shit off, man. It just wasn't clicking. And I'll be like, well, did they tell you to read anything in the course? So why you didn't do that? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like folks are used to being coddled. Folks are used to people being on the side and saying, oh, yeah, I heard he was yeah, you right, yeah. Like, folks like that. Folks ain't used to saying, well, what did you do to get remedy? Did you just go from the class so he didn't tell you to read nothing? She didn't tell you to read anything? A lot of these people that don't have remedy, yeah, they might not have remedy, but at least they tell you where to read, so at least you can take that from them. Yeah, it says on your check, remit with payment. Your payment is your instructions. When you tell them, I want to transfer the principal's balance to the principal's account, that's an instruction. Don't you gotta call your bank, or don't you gotta do that shit through an app, transfer from your savings to checking? Do that shit by itself? Hell no. That's why I tell folks, you gotta look at all your bills like a bank account. All right? And what you need to do is transfer your savings. The bill that they're sending you is money that's in a savings account. And what you need to do is transfer that from the savings account and transfer it to the principal's account number for set off so the bill can be paid. That's what we're not doing, y'all. Ain't got nothing to do with no status correction. It don't got to do nothing with no authenticating birth certificate. All that shit is mumbo jumbo. Okay? The only way to pay a bill is with interest. That's in the Bill of Exchange Act. It literally tells you the only way to pay a bill is with interest. Then you got to figure out, well, who pays interest? Because you don't pay interest. That's when you go look up 12 U.S.C. 1431. It talks about the bank is the borrower and they must pay interest. So that led me to believe, okay, if they pay interest, when do they pay interest? When do they pay interest? Let's all think. When do banks pay interest? When? They pay that shit every month faithfully. They pay that shit every month faithfully. Guess what their interest looks like? a positive balance bill. You see what I'm saying? Every month they pay interest, y'all. The banks pay interest. 12 USC 1431 states that the banks are the borrowers. I'll read it for you. Oh, I know I'll read it for you. Let's read. I know folks ain't gonna read this shit. They gonna be staring at me in my face. 12 USC, because this is Googleable. 12 USC 1431. All right. First thing first, I clicked on Cornell Law. I scroll down. I'm on Google. All right. It says 12 USC 1431. All right. It says powers and duties of banks. All right. Literally, I'm reading this. Y'all let me know if I'm lying or not. I'm reading exactly what it says. I'm not changing nothing. I'm not putting nothing in layman's terms. I'm reading exactly how it says. And you tell me what you hear as I read this. All right, 12 USC 1431, powers and duties of banks. It says A, borrowing money. Issuing bonds and debentures, general powers. It says each Federal Home Loan Bank shall have powers and subjects to rules and regulations prescribed by the directors to borrow and give security. Therefore, and look at this, to pay interest. I just want to make sure everybody's reading what I'm saying, because I'm not making none of this up. Because when people think I just be, you just making this stuff up, this isn't real. People are getting their accounts shut down doing this mess. You're going to have people getting locked up. I said, no, people have their cells getting locked up, because these documents have instructions on it. Nobody should be making any mistakes. The only person that makes some mistakes is the one that's greedy and that is rushing, and you deserve anything that comes to you. Okay? All right, so like literally, that's what it says. So let's go here. Let's go here right quick. We're talking about the bills, so I hope everybody's understanding. All this is reference to your bills. Let's go to 15. And I don't want y'all to start becoming code junkies. What I mean by that is you know all the codes, but you don't know how to execute none of the codes. You gotta be careful from code junkies, information junkies. They hoarding info. They don't know how to execute. All right, we're going to go to 15 USC 1615. 15 USC 1615. How many of y'all have paid off a car before? Say I. Say I. Say I. How many of y'all have paid off a lease agreement? Meaning you paid full on the whole stay. You got out the lease and you got a whole new place. You see what I'm saying? Say I. How many of y'all have paid off a house before? Say I. How many of y'all have paid off a credit card before? Say I. How many of y'all have paid off a phone before? Say I. So y'all get my gist. Okay, if you paid off anything, just say I. So I'm talking to you. All right, so 15 USC 1615 is where we at right now. All right, 15 USC 1615 is where we at right now. 15 USC 1615 is where we at right now. All right, I'm about to go ahead and read. Y'all let me know if I'm lying or not. All right, 15 USC. Basically, 15 US, it is talking about United States Code, y'all. So any beginners that's like, what does USC mean? It's just United States Code. So Title 15 basically talks about commerce with consumer credit transactions. This is all a credit transaction, y'all. All right, so you got to understand, everything is credit. There is no cash when there's a credit transaction. Now, we understand that a lot of us have been paying cash on credit transactions. All right, you see what I'm saying? So let's read. It says 15 USC 1615. It says prohibition on use of Rule of 78. It says in connection with mortgage, refinancing. How many of y'all done refinanced a car before? It says and other consumer loans. All right, now remember, loans are only for banks. Now, I know it's a little trickery right there. When you read consumer loans, you might think to yourself, okay, the consumer got a loan. That's not what that's saying, y'all. That's when you got to remove your debtor lens, all right? And you have to understand what they're mentioning. This is why they're going to switch it up I'm gonna start reading. You see how they go from consumer loans to consumer transactions. All right, so peep it. That's why you gotta read. Peep it. So I'm about to read what it's saying. All right, let me read the title one more time. It says 15 USC 1615. It says prohibition on use of Rule of 78s in connection on mortgage, refinancing, and other consumer loans. It says A, prompt refund of unearned interest. Required, not no voluntary, not no optional. It says prompt refund of unearned interest required. So let's read what the fuck is Congress talking about. All right, it says in general. It says if a consumer, who the fuck is the consumer? Who's the consumer? Somebody gonna say the wrong answer, watch. Who's the consumer? For the one that says it wrong, first you gotta do 5 push-ups. Whoever said the wrong answer first, we are. Who is we? Me, Shell 124, 5 push-ups. 5 push-ups. Whoever said me, that's 5 push-ups. Come on, don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. If you say me, I need 5 push-ups. If you say me, I need 5 push-ups. Don't cheat yourself. Come on now, go ahead and knock them out. Some of y'all probably ain't worked out in years. Come on now. Come on now, give us all 5. If you saying it's you, I need 5 push-ups. Okay? If you're saying me, I need 5 push-ups. Okay? I need 5 push-ups. You are not the consumer. Okay? The living man is not the consumer. I need 5 push-ups. I need everybody that's saying the wrong answer. For everybody that's saying principle, I want you to pat yourself on the back. All right? For everybody that says principle, I want you to pat yourself on the back. Because you overstand. I just damn said the name on the damn bill is not you. I just said that. Y'all see how the shit goes over people's head? You know what I'm saying? Folks be following along like, oh, yeah, it's me. It's me. I just said the name in all caps is not you. I just said that. Y'all see how fast that goes over? Y'all... Yeah, go ahead and knock them. It's only 5 push-ups. Go ahead and knock them push-ups on out. Ladies. Come on now. Let me get them 5. People that you around, don't be shy. You may be out in the club right now. Let me get them 5 push-ups. They're gonna be like, what are you doing? They don't even say, just say, don't worry about it. Okay, I had to do 5 push-ups. Yeah, they ain't nothing. Let me get my 5. Let me get my 5. You know what I'm saying? All right, when you make a mistake, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you gotta give me 5 push-ups, okay? Because we just went over this. All right, so let's get back to it. The consumer is the all caps name. The consumer is the baby. So you're going to have to figure out how to remind yourself, okay? Some people, I had a client in my mentorship. She made a wonderful comparison. She compared the consumer as an avatar. All right, and she was basically saying, okay, we got to be able to use our avatars, our consumers, we have to give the consumer life. All right, with no life, the consumer is dead. You see what I'm saying? We're the one that go out, hey, I want to apply to this apartment. Here's my consumer's information. Here's my business information. You see what I'm saying? That's not your name on those documents. You're not fucking paper. If you're saying that was me, if you was one of those folks that said, I'm the consumer, you just said you're paper. You just said you're fucking dead. You just proved these folks right. You just proved these folks right. You just proved it right. For everybody that said, I'm the consumer, it's me, you just said, I'm dead. I voluntarily say that I'm dead. I'm the consumer. No, you control the consumer. The consumer is paper. This is a paper game. Welcome to the game. This is a paper game. Okay? Most people lose their house over paperwork. Go ask somebody that lost their house to foreclosure. Go ask them, did they read the documents that they sent, that the people sent them? I promise you they didn't. They was just worried about how much they owed. Oh, they want 20,000. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have to sell everything. And I'm not making it laugh and matter, but I'm just giving you an example of what's gonna keep happening. Nothing's gonna change. Oh shit, I gotta go sell this, I gotta go sell that. Damn, I still lost it. You never read one document. Not one document. You just didn't understand what's going on. You was gonna lose regardless. So I look at it, hey, I'd rather folks lose early than lose in the long term. You see what I'm saying? Lose early so you can get these L's out the way. But a lot of y'all gonna be taking L's and y'all gonna make that L a lifestyle. That's a bar for you. Y'all gonna turn L's into a lifestyle. Like for real. Y'all ain't gonna do no studying. Y'all done been to so many different classes. And you think I found somebody. You said the same thing about the last person. How you think the last person got your money? You said the same thing about them. You went to them and said, oh my gosh, thank you, brother. You said you making so sense. And then after a while, this shit went over your head. Like, man, this shit ain't working. And then you went to somebody else. Oh my gosh, I finally found what I needed. Brother, I just want to thank you for everything. Okay, oh my gosh, this is all I needed. No, all you needed was to fucking read. Okay? Because let's say you following me and you don't get remedy in the type of mind frame that you want to get remedy. You'll be like, man, his shit ain't working. You can go to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen. I took a long time to answer somebody's DM and they told me, hey, I went to somebody else. I said, damn. She said, yeah, I just thought that was the universe telling me I need to go somewhere else. I said, yeah, I said, goddamn. I said, what else did the universe tell you? Oblige me. Inform me. What else did the universe say? Like, goddamn, that's what the universe said? Shit, what did the universe sound like? Was it a feminine voice, masculine voice? Did she sound cute? What did the universe sound like? Because I want to know what that voice sound like that told you to go somewhere else. Because I bet all the money in my bank account, you going to be back. You might not be back tomorrow. You might not be back next week. But you're going to see so much remedy over here. So many people try to leave. They try to leave and like, I'm just going to go elsewhere. I don't like how he's talking. He's so unprofessional. Okay. You gonna be back. They always come back. But because people are coming back for the remedy, not me. I've been trying to tell y'all, hey, fuck me. All right, you coming for the info. All right? You coming for the info. All right, as soon as you get your remedy, you don't gotta even mention me no more. A lot of people do. They gonna try to say, well, he had to help me. And then they gonna try to make their own classes and shit. Now they have folks saying they don't know what they talking about and that they're scammers. Yeah, I don't know what she was talking about. She said, universe said go somewhere else. I said, damn. I said, rebuke any devil's hell. All right, maybe that was the universe saying you ain't ready for what this brother got to give you. You might need to go over there and get lost a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right, we back at it. Okay, so the bill. All right, with the purpose of this all, you need to learn how to endorse your bill. You need to know how to perform. All right. We need to know how to perform. What are we doing to overstand it? Because people asking, I get a template. To the brother that was asking about a template, you don't need a fucking template. Do you not know how many people send in templates and still get no? What are you going to do if your template don't work? So many people say sue. Okay, what is your steps to suing? Don't tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have it set up? Have you prepared properly to prevent a poor performance? Have you prepared properly to prevent a piss-poor performance? Have you? Because a lot of y'all get into one step and saying, oh, I'm just going to do this now. Oh, I'm just going to do this. Man, you all over the fucking place. You so far from remedy. You just practicing right now. You in a practice session. Yeah, that's really performance is expressing what you want. Do you think you express what you want over the phone? Hell nah. You express and typed up. You can type it, you can write it, but make sure you sign it with your hand. But you basically expressing what you want from them. Yeah, now hold on, y'all, before y'all get that battery in your back, because I see people saying, just go file the claim. Go file that claim if you want to. Without a properly built case, they're going to throw your shit out. Okay? Yeah, sorry, it's not that easy. Yeah, I don't know who said that, but pump your brakes a little bit. Your battery is a little too juiced. You're right here. I'm going to need you to come down a little bit. You can come down now, or you can come down later. All right, they can step on your neck when you get there, or you can overstand what's going on now. Oh yeah, they'll throw you. Now they go. A frivolous claim is only when you going after, like say, sending in tax forms and shit like that. But these folks filing claims to the court, because you gotta remember, you gotta pay for these claims. You see what I'm saying? You gotta pay for these claims. Do you think they gonna give you your money back if they throw it out? Y'all know how much a federal claim is? Can anybody pull up how much a federal claim is? Come on, let's do a little class group discussion, okay? Can anybody pull up how much is it to file a federal claim? Because all this shit is Googleable. So Blasian boy 500, okay, 500. Somebody see 402, 400. Yeah, because I was saying 400. I was thinking it's 400. It's 400. Okay, yeah, 400, 448. So let me ask you a question. Do you have 400 to play with? Are you that sure? Are you willing to bet 400 that your claim is properly built? Because I'm willing to bet 800 that it ain't. I'm willing to wager 800 that your 400 is not going to get reimbursed to you because they're going to throw your shit out. Yeah, you can have those fees waived. You can have those fees waived. You can have those fees waived. Yeah, $350 in Georgia. Yeah, that's the file claim. Yeah, you can't have each case waived. Yeah, you can't have everyone waived now. You can't keep going every time. Wait. You see what I'm saying? Now, there's ways to go around it. But I'm just letting folks know. That's what I'm saying is I don't want folks to try to find ways to try to get out. Like, because then people are like, okay, well, I just got to go waive it. Then, okay, you still get thrown out if it don't matter if it's waived. I'm just saying it's 400, meaning, all right, you're not going to get anything back when they throw it out. It don't matter if it was $2. You see what I'm saying? You can be $2 and you submit that and they're going to throw that shit out. Meaning, when they throw it out, they're going to, the one that won the case is going to go after you like they're just going to take your shit. They be like, okay, we won the case, go get her shit. Oh, the case got thrown out? Oh, shit, go get her shit. Straight up, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Learn to build your case. You build your case by doing your performance. All right, so on the bill, what we're doing is we're transferring the principal's balance to the principal's account. All right? All right, we're transferring the principal's balance to the principal's account on behalf of the principal. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to say it again. We're transferring the principal's balance to the principal's account on behalf of the principal. And we were doing it for each and every billing cycle for set off. All right? We're giving the CFO 5 business days. All right? Because you got to give them a business day. This is all going in your instructions. You got to give them a business day. All right? Also, all right, on the bill, all right, somewhere along the bills, how you want to write accepted. All right, this should be going on your scrap sheet of paper. You should not be writing it on your bill right now. All right, you should have accepted. Now, why are we putting accepted on the bill? Because a lot of y'all just gonna follow what I'm saying, and you just gonna be, well, you said do this. You said y'all ain't even asking where are you getting this from. Nobody in the comments has yet to ask, brother, where are you getting the accepted from? Where did you get? Y'all just following along. Y'all just following. How y'all know I'm just leading y'all to a burden bridge? How y'all know? How y'all know I wasn't hired by a private corporation? How y'all know? Y'all don't know. You don't know at all. Okay? Y'all just go with whoever sounds the best, whoever make you laugh. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really. Not nobody, but there is people that follow, but it's a lot of people that just follow. They just following the follow, not really following for the right reasons. All right, so we're going to go to the Bill of Exchange Act. Bill of Exchange, I'm not going to read the whole act, but I would suggest that you read the whole act. All right, I'm going to the Bill of Exchange Act of 1882. Yes, I'm reading the Bill of Exchange Act. It says legislations.gov UK. I'm reading the UK version. I'm reading the UK version. Read the UK version. All right, it doesn't fucking matter, people. It's the Bill of Exchange the same. It doesn't fucking matter. Y'all know how many people on TikTok was on my head like, oh my gosh, we live in America. We don't live in UK. How are you showing the Bill of Exchange? I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I don't even be responding. I'm like, man, what? But yeah, let's read the Bill of Exchange Act. All right, it doesn't matter which one you read. Just pull one up. I'm just reading the first word to the definitions. All right, as you can see, it says interpretation of terms. It says in the act unless context otherwise required. It says acceptance. It says means an acceptance completed by delivery. Meaning if you don't put accepted, all right, on the bill, not acceptance. I know it says acceptance right there, but on the bill you're going to put accepted because it's past tense. You see what I'm saying? And acceptance is pretense. Accepted is past tense, meaning you already did your performance. You see what I'm saying? So y'all gotta understand the words that are we putting on it is an expression. All right, so when we're putting accepted at the top of the bill, do I have any cashiers in the room? Anybody that was on like anybody's cashiers? Anybody? Any bankers? Just say I. Any bankers? Any bankers? Because I want to ask somebody that has worked so they can see that I'm not lying. All right, because we've been doing this all the time. We didn't understand we was doing it, especially bankers. Any cashiers, any tellers? All right, so when you receive checks, did y'all used to have the right accepted on it? Did y'all used to have right to write accepted? Or y'all probably had like a stamp that y'all, bang, accepted? Did y'all have to put accepted on it? Y'all had to make sure the person signed the back. And y'all had to make sure it said accepted. But y'all put accepted. Y'all didn't hand that shit back to him and say, hey, sir, can you write accepted? Yeah, it was a stamp. Hell yeah. Every time I used to go to the bank, I used to look at what they doing with my check. And I see what she do. She'll turn it over, look at the back. It says endorse here. She's like, oh, sir, you have to sign. These banks ain't doing no fraud, y'all. Okay, it's only fraud when you try to exercise your rights and they say no 3 times, and now you got a properly built case. You have saved all the documents of them saying no, and you're using that as evidence against them. You know what I'm saying? That's the power of going through the whole process. A lot of y'all trying to duck and curve. How do I just get my money back? You see what I'm saying? Like y'all folks not even tapped in that deep because they just ha ha he he. I just do the ha ha he he shit so I can keep your attention. But it's some serious ass shit. It really ain't no fucking laughing matter, to be real, which ain't nobody really laughing when you go to court. You see what I'm saying? It's not really laughing matter when you get that document when they telling you no. You see what I'm saying? Because now it's like, okay, they're playing paper war with me. I gotta send something back. They sending shots at me. I gotta send shots back. You see what I'm saying? All right, so. The tellers, right? They hand you that check back. If you don't sign it, you sign it. You hand it back to them, and they hit that accepted, and they put it in their drawer. Guess what they do with those checks at the end of the day? Turn them in. All right, those are credits. Those checks is credits. All right, the bank gets the private side, and then they give us the public side. But that private side is due to us too. But we don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? We just know what we see. We don't know about the shit that we don't see because we don't see it. You see what I'm saying? All right, but we have to understand it's there. It's like somebody that believes in Jesus. They never seen him before, but they believe in him. It's like somebody believe in Allah. They've never seen him before, but they believe in him. You see what I'm saying? You got to know that there is a private account going on. No, you're never going to see it. So many people are trying to ask me, how do I get to see how much money is in my... Man, they don't got no way you can just fucking see this shit. You don't see it like that. Now, if you get a Treasury check, like some of y'all got student loans, how many of y'all received what's them shits called? A refund check for student loans. Do y'all still got those checks? Because if you still got those checks at the top, and for those people that got the ERC checks, all right, for those that's waiting, when you get your check, I want you to look at the top. because the top shows you how much is in that individual account. You're going to see millions, if not billions. It's a number that's at the top of all U.S. Treasury checks. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so yeah, you got to ask for the accountant, but it's like, man, they might send you half the accountant. Like, they're never going to send you everything. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're never going to send you the master files. Like, they'll send you a little here, a little there just to get you out their face. But, man, I think if anybody say they seen their whole entire, I don't believe it. I just don't. You see what I'm saying? So, stimulus check. Yep. So make sure y'all. Do y'all see? It's a check from the U.S. Treasury. It's a U.S. Treasury check. Y'all know them big square checks. It's like a yellowish, bluish, greenish, and at the top, at the very top, probably over to the right a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Right to the right a little bit, you'll see a big ass number. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like in the millions. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be 9 figures. All right. So yeah. So that number right there is how much money is in that individual account. So they tell us through statements and shit like that. No, they don't call it. You have 7 million. You have 700 trillion. And then people are like, well, if you got the 7 trillion, how we gonna use it? You don't fucking use it. You use it for consumer credit transactions. That's what the credit card is linked to. That's not your money. That's your baby's money. All right, that's the all caps. That's the paper baby's money. And you gotta do business on the paper baby's money so you can live within the estate for free. The baby pays for it, but you have to do the performance for the baby because the baby don't have it can't do anything. It's a minor. You see what I'm saying? It don't got nothing to do with no status correction. It don't have nothing to do with no damn birth certificate authentication. None of that. At least I didn't do none of that to get remedied. And none of my students did any of that to get remedied. And if they did do it, that's some shit they did. You see what I'm saying? So, on your bill, all right, so you're putting accepted at the top. Why? Because we're cashiers. You just learned a new job that you have. So fuck that distribution, that job that you got to go in the morning. You just learned that you are a cashier and you have not been doing your job. You have not been doing your job. Your job is to endorse those bills on behalf of your principal. You have not been doing your job. You've been getting them bills and paying out your pocket. You're the beneficial owner. Why are you paying? What beneficiary you know that any insurance claim is the one that pays? The beneficiary is the one that receives benefits, not give benefits. You see what I'm saying? You're the grantor and the beneficiary. You got to know when to take your hat off. Okay, I'm the grantor right now because I'm going in on behalf of the consumer. I'm signing documents. I'm administering. Okay, I'm executing. I'm being executor. Okay, all right. I'm being the grantor because I'm signing it. I'm submitting it. I'm authorizing it. All right. So when I get done on the back end, I got to take that motherfucking hat off. So when I receive a bill, I'm putting my cashier's hat on because I'm the cashier for my private bank. All right, when I receive that bill, I got to do my performance. Send it off, and I'm taking my cashier's hat up, and I'm putting my executive hat on when I'm sending instructions because the cashier can't send instructions. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm sending my instructions, I'm putting my executive hat on, instructions. So when I'm receiving, I'm now putting my beneficiary hat on. You see how many hats we wear? You see how many times you got to switch up and y'all trying to be one person? Y'all trying to be one. Oh, that's me. Oh, I'm one of all. I'm all. You all tied up all kinds of goddamn ways. Nah, flow styles. I'm talking about the bill. This has all to do with the bill. What don't you understand what I'm saying? You really think what I'm talking about ain't got nothing to do with the bill? You're not listening. You got to understand the bill. I'm talking about the bill. All right, so I don't know how you missed that, bro. I don't know what your soul might not be tapped in. All right, so yeah, you the grantor. All right, you putting all your hats on. Bro, you just fucked me up with that question, bro. Like, what? Bro, I just literally gave you trust game just now. I just gave you trust lingo. Like, what you mean it ain't got nothing to do? This has all to do with the bill. You think I'm just saying this shit just for kicks and giggles? Your soul definitely ain't tapped in. You know how many people charge for trust? I know somebody that's paid $80,000 to have their trust built. And you telling me to stay on the bill. You don't even know what a bill is. What's a bill? What's a fucking bill? Oh, that's a sister. Oh, my bad, family. Oh, damn, my bad, goddess. Yeah, I just gave you 4 goddamn duties just now. Gosh. That's how it be, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you the grantor. You gotta take that hat off when you trying to receive. You have to have your beneficiary hat on. You let them know, yo, I'm the beneficiary owner. This is not beneficial to me, which means it's a violation. This is a security fraud. And if y'all keep continuing and I'm not being beneficial to this, all right, this is causing me harm. Now I'm damaged. Okay, y'all see how that works? You see what I'm saying? You see how that works? So when you kind of make that notice, you got to send that in writing. When I say writing, y'all know I'm not really saying write it with your hand. Now, it would be beautiful if you did, but a lot of y'all handwrite looks like shit, okay? We just got to be real with you. A lot of y'all been sending me shit like, bro, does this look fine? I'm like, man, I can't even fucking read that. If I can't fucking read it, do you think they're going to be able to damn read it? What the hell? That's not legible. And they're going to be like, we never received it. It wasn't legible. And it's not legible. This shit like chicken scratch. Who the fuck wrote this? You a 35-year-old man, you wrote this shit? Man, if you don't get your ass on Word document and type this shit up, like y'all act like y'all live in the Stone Age. You see what I'm saying? You act like you live in the Stone. Folks like, oh, you know I'm older. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're older. Okay, you're still living. You have to adapt. This isn't the 50s, Karen. This isn't the 60s. Okay, we have mobile devices. All right, and you have to learn to use them. I can't stand when I hear people say, I'm old school. What the fuck does that mean? The old school didn't read, now you saying you can't read? Like, well, that's the motherfucking problem. It ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn old school. Motherfuckers wasn't reading then. Motherfuckers wasn't reading now. It's actually the same game. So how aren't you seeing what's going on? Okay? All right, so look. Type this information, print it out, sign it with your hand. Okay? Sign it with your hand. All right? You have to send them instructions on what to do with the account. You're the executor for your business. That name that you receive in bills, you got to do the administrative process on behalf of it. All right? So one of the things that you want to write on there is accepted on the top of the bill. On the face, you want to write accepted. Okay. All right, you want to write accepted. Now, why do we write accepted? Because when we write accepted, that lets us know that, hey, this has been completed based off delivery. This delivery has been completed. Now that it's been completed, now the necessary terms inside of the document is an expression. You put accepted, letting them know, hey, I've accepted these credits. I've also sent you a typed up letter of instructions on what to do with this bill. This letter of instructions is my tender. This bill is the payment, a coupon. My instructions with my bill, since I'm a boss, you think I'm sending it to the fucking payment center? I'm sending it to the CFO. Okay? I'm sending my endorsed bill and my handwritten or my typed instructions to the CFO. I'm also sending a durable power of attorney. Now, please don't ask me how do I fucking fill out a power of attorney, y'all. Do y'all not know how immature that question is? Okay? All right, so another thing that goes on the bill, you're going to put pay to bearer. Pay to bearer. pay to bearer. Okay, now what is a bearer? Has anybody ever been a ring bearer? Have anybody ever been a palm bearer? Have you? Have you? Alright, so meaning you're bearing the ring. Meaning you're bearing the body. Alright, meaning you're the holder. So let's look. We're going back to the bill of exchange. Alright, let's read. Alright, it says right here, bearer. It says means person in possession of bill. Well, I'll be damned. It don't get no simpler than I read it again. Bearer means the person in possession of a bill or note which is payable to bearer. Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be. You mean to tell me all I had to do was read and they telling me I endorse my bill? Well, goddamn. Well, let me go ahead and slap pay to bearer on my motherfucking bill. Folks think I'm a guru. They be like, oh my gosh, you're heaven sent. I ain't no motherfucking heaven sent. I just sat my ass down, smoked some weed, all right, some high grade at that, all right, and studied for hours on end. Okay, no, this shit didn't make sense at first. Like, it had to start making sense. All right, so bearer is the one that's in possession of it. It's that goddamn simple. All right, look at the word right under bearer. It says bill. So for that woman that said, "Can I get to the bill?" You don't even know what a bill is. All right, because if somebody held a gun to your head and say what a bill is, you be like, something you pay on. And then somebody said, where the fuck did you read that at? Because right here in the bill of exchange, it says bill means simply bill of exchange. And note means promissory note. Does that say, hey, you need to go get a job and you need to go pay on it? Think about it, y'all. Who told us we had to pay bills? When I be asking this question, it's like nobody want to answer that question. It's like it's a big ass elephant in the room. It's like we so proud to not shame our ancestors. And I walk in the room and be like, them motherfuckers was wrong. Okay? Them Afro dashiki wearing motherfuckers was wrong. That's what it was. That's what it is. And them same people talk shit about our style right now. They be like, oh, look at y'all style. We didn't wear that shit. Motherfucker, you all fucking fishnet and fucking elevator shoes. And paying bills on top of that. Okay? What? Alright? We need to start holding our people accountable. We need to look at grandma and say, Grandma, I love you, but grandma, you was wrong. Okay? You was wrong, grandma. If you can't tell grandma, you go to your mama and say, Mama, listen, you was wrong. All right, you were supposed to be teaching me about the Constitution. Or you taught me about race. You taught me about the traumas of being black. You taught me how to hate this, hate that. You taught me how to visualize life as an oppressed individual when we was not oppressed, Mom. This isn't the 40s. This is 2023. All right, we have the ability to read. We just don't utilize the ability to read. All right, it's that goddamn simple. All right, it's that damn simple. Only thing the elderly can tell you is how to hold a job. You need to get a good paying job. Because that's what they did, and it was wrong. And we need to say that shit. If y'all ain't gonna say it, man, give me your grandma number. I'll call your grandma. Like, hey, is this Phil's grandma? Hey, Phil's grandma. How you pay your bills, man? Yeah, I thought so. Phil's grandma, I just wanted to let you know, you have led this family into a financial bond, okay? A bind, okay? You have led your family to a financial. Now, Phil's grandma, you probably make the best cooking. You're probably the most loving woman ever, all right? But you dropped the ball on finance and business, all right? Your grandson is out here working his back out, all right? Working his fucking back out. All right, yeah, y'all might not want to go tell y'all grandma. Okay, y'all might want to call her. All right, might want to call her. All right, so yeah, you might want to call her. Okay, so Yeah, they was wrong, y'all. And until we make that type of realization, we can't move forward. You can't move forward. I've made that realization. I told my mom and my dad, like, yo, y'all was wrong. All right, so, but it's okay. All right, I'm here. You know, so I probably sound selfish, so like a narcissist. Like, it's okay, parents. I'm here. I'm here to save y'all. that's what I be telling my folks. I'm here to save y'all. Y'all had me to save y'all. That's what it is. Now, I'm not here to leave y'all. I'm here to save y'all. You see what I'm saying? I picked y'all. Y'all didn't pick me. Y'all just had sex. Y'all wasn't even fucking thinking about me. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had sex, it felt good, and poof, came me. All right, that's how a lot of us got here. All right, we got to be real with it. Okay, we got to be real with it. Okay. All right, we picked our parents. All right, meaning we are the ones that's supposed to correct their wrongs. I know it's backwards. We've been looking at it like they're supposed to correct us. No. As a kid, you watched your parents. You watched them how they move. You watched how they operate. You learned some things from. You didn't do some things that they did do, or you did do some things that they didn't do. You see what I'm saying? You've been a sponge your whole life, learning, operating from somebody. You thought you learned on your own. Nobody learns on their fucking own. You see what I'm saying? We all watch somebody, rather it was the dude walking down the street every day, or rather it was a teacher that we seen every day, rather it was somebody. You know what I'm saying? We was learning, because we're always learning, because we're humans. We're computers. Where y'all think computers came from? You know what I'm saying? It came from us. They grabbed it from us. All right? So you have to use that same mind frame to your bills. Okay? The bill, we have to read. As we read, it literally says a bill is nothing more than a bill of exchange. What the fuck is a bill of exchange? That's why I tell folks to go read the Bill of Exchange Act. It literally tells you how to perfect a bill. So people are like, man, do you got more information? You got some books I can read? I'm like, yo, if you don't go take your motherfucking ass to Bill of Exchange Act, keep asking me to recommend you fucking books. People keep saying that. Do you have some books you can recommend? I'm more of a reader. All right, go read your ass to these acts. It's free. Because now I'm feeling like you just find an excuse to, oh, I just need more. You sound like an information junkie. I just need a couple of books. A couple of books? You ain't even read one book. What you mean a couple of books? A lot of y'all do that. You ain't even read the last book you bought. Do my parents endorse their bills now that you are? Hell no. Yeah, they'll say they proud of me though, but I mean. Oh yeah, we got 2 minutes left, y'all. I'm gonna do one more live and we're gonna call it a night, y'all. I'm gonna do one more part 3 and we're gonna call it a night. I gotta finish up with the bill. Yeah, man. So I be trying to tell folks, man, this. All right, so yeah, we're gonna make a part 3. Part three is an allowance that is mentioned in the Bill of Exchange at 16.2, the same as the instructions. Yep, the instructions is allowance. There you go. Bam. Bam. Take that contract and put that instructions and affix it to the contract. Let them know that you want to use the principal's balance inside the contract and transfer it to the principal's account for set off for the entirety of the contract. Bam. You just endorsed the whole contract. You just did your performance. Now the game comes when they say no, and you doing the same thing 3 times. I'm gonna explain that in the next live. I'm gonna explain that. All right, basically giving y'all the game. All right, because again, you can give somebody the game. You can show somebody how to do it, and they still won't do it. All right, they still won't do it. All right. Yeah, so. Make sure y'all tap in. About to do part 3, the final part. All right, this is the part. I'm gonna tell you exactly how to fill in the bill. But as you see, we're reading down off of the Bill of Exchange Act. We ain't making no shit up. Okay. All right, y'all. About to go to part number 3. All right, tap in.